Hello, 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 and happy Monday. This is Nancy Muller, your Empowerment Sensei. Today I wanted to talk to you about when you have a really challenging time in your life, when things are just not going happily at all. Last week was a really challenging week for me. It was hard. Let's just put it that way. It was really difficult. As many of you know, I have recently relocated from California to Ohio. I'm helping with my brother's care. He was in a motorcycle accident in 2016 that left him with severe traumatic brain injury. And one of the great things about my being here is the fact that he and I are very close, so there is a very strong connection to him and I. And because of that, I'm hoping that my being here is really, really going to help him, remember things, come back to us, just be my brother again. So, and I do understand, it takes time. Hello, he's been going through this since 2016. But last week was a bad week. And it was a bad week because what I mean by that is when I visited him on Wednesday, he just really didn't want to visit, didn't want to talk. And it was what we call a low day, a low energy day. And because of that, I walked away feeling really down, trying to rack my brain thinking, okay, all these wonderful things I know how to do. I am this awesome empowerment coach. I am this awesome empowerment sensei. I love working with energy. I love working with people and helping them stay motivated and excited and happy in their lives. And yet, why aren't these tools working for me so that I can help my brother? And of course, as women, we often do this, don't we? We want to help someone else or be there for someone else. And because of that, we forget about taking care of ourselves. So suffice it to say that visit with him started things kind of rolling downhill for me. And I started feeling down. I started feeling sad, frustrated, wondering why I moved here, if I'm doing any good, being here in this area. All these thoughts, all these negative thoughts just started tumbleweeding in. And then I started realizing all of the negatives in my life. I went to the gas station and the pumps are different here. The nozzles are different here than they are in California. I go to the grocery store and I don't recognize any brands. Just things are so different. And I started noticing all of these. And that's not really like me. I mean, I can notice them and not get upset about it, but I noticed that I was noticing them and spiraling downward, just really going down the rabbit hole. And then on Friday, I was really looking forward to Friday. It's what I call my me day, on the day that I get my hair cut, and I have a new hairdresser, and she cut my hair so short. So I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking at my hair and it's so short, and I just feel like, you know what, that's it. I'm just going to go sit in the corner and I'm going to cry. But here's the thing. Doing the work that I do, knowing the things that I know about, we have the power to create our own life. We have the power, the energy, the wherewithal to create the life that we want to live. I know that. I teach that. And so I sat down and I said, okay, Nancy, what are you not doing for yourself? Well, I realized that I had gotten off my meditation. I had not meditated for a couple weeks. I had not done yoga for a couple weeks. And I started realizing, why am I doing this? Why am I letting my self-care go down the tubes? And the answer is because all it takes is one little negative seed. And I wouldn't really say that wasn't a bad visit, but the disappointing visit with my brother was bad, but it was heart-rending. It was sad for me. And here's the thing, see, ladies, when you have something in your life that's sad, that's challenging, that's just pulling on your gut and just you don't know what to do with it, we start to attract other like events that will bring the same type of feelings into our life. Well, I'm feeling low, I'm feeling sad. So we will create things in our life or attract to us in our life things that keep us spiraling downward. Because the universe is listening to our plea. What do you want? What is it that you want in your life? And when we allow ourselves to go downward and spiral downward, the universe says, oh, okay, I see. This is what you're asking for. Let me give you more of the same. And so then you'll start to notice things like nothing is the same here as it is where I live in California, and I don't know where anything is. And, just everything is so different. And different does not mean wrong. Different does not mean bad. Different is just different. It's the spin we put on it. It's how we look at it. So what I did for myself is I said, okay, wait, hold on. Let's pull back. What can you do? Let's start meditating again. Let's start diffusing your essential oils. That makes you feel so good. Let's just take a break from work. And I vegged out and I OD'd on Friends on Netflix. I literally got through many, many seasons of Friends just laughing because that's what I needed. I needed to just laugh, diffuse my essential oils, meditate, do my yoga, do my exercising. And that really helps because it helps uplift you. It helps get you in that moment of, okay, let's just take one positive thing and add another positive and another positive and another positive. And before you know it, all those negatives that I was attracting to myself started to go away and the positives started coming in. Now, I want to talk to you about any of the 3 stages of divorce. Thinking about it, going through it, or trying to put it behind you. To me, in my opinion, divorce is just, it can be such a soul-sucking experience. Something to go through that just takes everything from you and you just don't know what to do with all of these changes on what's happening. So I wanted you to think about what I shared today about when something sad comes into your life, something that you feel that you're trying so very hard to work through or just be strong through it. Isn't that what we do? We're like, I can do this. I'm strong. I can handle this. But we all have to break down. The thing is when you break down, when you finally let go, when you finally just start crying and say, I can't handle this anymore, where do you go from there? Because you can allow yourself to keep spiraling downward, but sooner or later, you have to catch it. You have to say, okay, wait, I need to put on the brakes because I definitely don't want to bring more of this negative energy into my life. So I would encourage you, if you are dealing with something like divorce or sickness or a death, and you just feel that you can't go on, you can't take one more step, or you feel that you've been so strong for everyone around you for so long, and you find that you're at the breaking point, the best thing that you can do for yourself is exactly that. Something for yourself. And for us entrepreneurs, it can be difficult to take some time off and just say, I'm just going to do nothing. I'm going to veg. I'm going to OD on Netflix. But the thing is we need to get out of the energy that we keep bringing to us that's negative and find a way to bring positive to us. Because remember, everything is all about energy. And energy is neither good nor bad, positive or negative. It just is. And what you put out there, you will attract more of the same. So last week, I was really attracting a lot of negative. And when it got to the point where I looked in the mirror and I looked at my hair and I said, seriously? Seriously? Look how short my hair is. And then I said to myself, isn't it interesting what you are attracting to yourself? The big thing here is that you have to be able, you have to be willing, you have to be open to saying, what am I attracting? because so often we want to blame it on another person, place, or event for where we are. I hope that this has really helped you to start thinking about how you can step out of something negative that's happening in your life. If you find that you keep attracting a negative event or negative people into your life or negative situations, and you're just feeling really, really overwhelmed, the first thing that you want to do is stop and say, what can I do for myself? You know, it might just be 5 minutes of taking an essential oil and just kind of getting centered and taking yourself in another place. It might be taking a bubble bath. It might be just going through Starbucks and getting your favorite cup of coffee or iced tea. I love doing that. Whatever it is that's for you, do that. And then continue doing more of that. It doesn't even have to cost you money. Just something, go for a walk outside. Sit in nature. Sit in your room and just meditate. And pay attention to your thoughts. And if you keep gravitating towards negative thoughts when you're meditating, just keep asking yourself, okay, how can I let that go? How can I let that go? And before you know it, you'll start letting go of the negative and you'll start bringing in more of the positive. Last week was such a really rough week for me. And I just felt that I really, really wanted to share this because I know that I probably always seem happy and upbeat and like nothing ever gets to me. And so I want you to know, give yourself permission to just let go, to just say, you know what? Things aren't going so well for me anymore. And I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it, but I need help. And reach out to someone, talk to someone. And if you don't have someone to talk to, reach out to me. There's a link at the bottom of this video. I highly, highly, highly encourage you to click on the link and just check out some of the information. If I can be of any help to you, whatever it is that you're going through, and finding your inner peace, and just reaching in and grabbing onto your inner strength and saying, you know what? I do have the power to be the happiest me that I can possibly be. But sometimes you just have to go through the rough patches. In the meantime, this is Nancy Muller saying ciao for now.